In terms of awareness and proactive steps taken against cybersecurity, how far do you see Japan standing against some of the countries in the region or in the world?
I would say Japan has been a little behind in terms of sense of urgency. And this is partly due to the fact that Japan has not been affected by those cyber attacks as frequently as other parts of the world.
Okay.
For example, the recent WannaCry ransomware that had little effect in Japan.
Okay.
As a result, corporations have not been as proactive as they should have been. But having said so, looking at large impacts that those cyber attacks are causing the other parts of the world, both corporations and government agencies now realize the big risk in front of them and started to scramble to protect themselves from those cyber attacks. So I said it's not as frequent, but we still had some recently. There has been an attack and credit card information has been stolen from some bank. And in quick 2 hours, they have stolen more than 12 million US dollars, withdrawing money from ATMs all over Japan.
The Japanese government has pushed for flexible working hours, and we see that more workers in Japan may work remotely. What kind of challenges does this bring? Or are a lot of companies employing BYOD policies?
In my opinion, Japanese corporations have been more restrictive about the use of PCs by their employees. For example, many large corporations only allow employees to use thin clients with most of the ports disabled.
Okay.
This is not due to the concern on cybersecurity, actually, but rather some concern on personal information protection.
Okay.
Because in Japan, personal protection regulation is extremely stringent, and corporations have concerns if PCs are misplaced or misused that can cause personal information to leak from such PCs. Having said so, use of thin clients outside of corporations does not eliminate the concern on cybersecurity. The cyber attackers can always find a way as long as the information terminal is outside of corporations.
So Kato-san, are Japanese companies willing to share information to their customers and the public if they are victims of an attack? Do you think because of public shaming, they might not um, bring this news out?
In fact, Japanese companies, if any of the products or services they provide affect their end customers, they would be very open about such incident to the public. So if the cyber attacks causes the leakage of end user information, then they would be very open. So in my opinion, it is more important for Japanese companies providing products and services to protect themselves from cyber attacks in order to avoid themselves being put in such situation.